just hope you're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is starting out. You know, it might not be starting out great. You might have woken up to a whole lot of mess in your home. You might have woken up to a bunch of babies screaming in your ears. You might have woke up after a restless sleep. You might have woke up after like just having pain in your body. You know, you might have woke up and like there's no power in your home. Your home is damaged. Your property's damaged. And it just looks like devastation. But like the positive, there's always a positive, right? Like you woke up, you're still here. Like God has seen fit that you are still here today. So today, I know my videos are a week past everything, and so I posted the day of. I made an extra video and posted an update of how we were doing during the hurricane. And so when I made that video, I had just, like I knew our old area, Western North Carolina, in the mountains there, was bad. Like I knew it was bad. Like I didn't know, like there's no cell phone, there wasn't any cell phone communication, very spotty, very rare. We're just getting like phone calls once in a while. And so, I just didn't see the magnitude of it. I'm sure even as this video is posted, there will be so much more online. I've just seen pictures of like areas that were like north of like our old town and those kind of areas, just the more, I guess, the areas that they could get to quicker. And so we just this weekend, we had the hurricane came through us. Like I said, we are fine. Our islands are the the Keys. They're getting cleaned up. There's a lot of devastation. Obviously, people have, lost their homes. Thankfully, they had a mandatory evacuation. Not everybody heeded that, but I don't think any casualties are from that. I could be wrong. I feel bad, but I think that pretty much everybody got off the areas around us, and now they're kind of going back. They're cleaning up. Seeing videos, there's just sand after sand after sand, and they're taking it off the island and cleaning it and taking it back. And so people are just being able to go back and kind of see their homes now. And so like Florida is equipped for hurricane recovery because it happens, right? It happens. So obviously devastation happens, and I understand that, but they're a little more equipped for those kind of things. And I feel really terrible. I don't even really know. I've been so concerned more Western North Carolina. I don't even really know what happened here, like how much damage in the area that it hit in here. I think it was Perry, Florida, up in like the Panhandle corner there. It's not a heavily populated area, but I do know there are people there. Hopefully they were able to get out and get safely, all those things, and just are focusing on recovery. I don't know, and I feel bad for not even checking that before I started this video, but my thoughts have been with our old area. And so in Western North Carolina, it's just been devastation and just horrific. I can't even believe it. I got to talk to a friend, which is interesting. Like the cell phone service has been terrible. They, I actually found on Facebook somebody posted where, and I did not know this. So if you just have tidbit information, if power ever goes out and there isn't any, a lot of cell phone coverage, if there's a lot of the companies, which they declared a disaster roaming, I guess disaster-free roaming or whatever. I'm not sure the name is, but anyways, on your phone, under your cellular settings, you can choose to turn your roaming on because normally it's off, and your phone will try to find and connect to another carrier. So they were able to do that and get a little bit better service. But my one friend I talked to, she's on a mountain, and she lived in our town, and I smile because like she could always see a cell phone tower where she lived, but she had no service. And she's like, I can't believe it. I have no service. There's a cell phone tower, no power, no service. And I know where we lived, we didn't have very good service either. Hers was much worse. And so during the storm, they do have portable Wi-Fi towers they're putting up in different areas, not everywhere, but in her particular way there was one. So she's like, girl, I got food and water. She goes, and I got a generator, I got some gas. She goes, and we got cell phone service and internet. But I'm like, that's so awesome. I'm like, because normally there isn't very much on the mountain. Devastation. They live up on a mountain. Their roads are real twisty, curvy. Like if anybody have watched me since I lived in the mountains, we would drive on these things, and you literally just twist around, and as you're coming around, that next car's coming, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's just right, it's going up a mountain basically. And so I know her mountain, the road had collapsed. And so she said she's going to try another way. She goes and see if that one has collapsed, which it probably more than likely was, because she said it's about to go. And then she said hopefully there's another way. There was a couple different ways they could get down, and she said hopefully that other mountain will work. But it's just like, it's not where my area where we came from in Zirconia, they live up on mountains. So it's like, it's not like you can just walk down the mountain and go get stuff. I mean, it'd be a hike down. It's not, it just depends on the severity of the roads. But the roads, they're pretty high up. So it's like, the roads just collapse. So it wouldn't even be deemed safe to go down. And so just awful. Thankful, good spirits. Have a great community. Western North Carolina, that area, great community will band together and come together. And I know all these things, and that's a beautiful thing. But that was just one account of just devastation. And so that area, that's like, we live like way out in the middle of nowhere. And so like those areas will probably be a very long time before they even get to those, because they're trying to rebuild complete, infrastructure and stuff like in the cities and in the towns right now. And so I don't even know. It's like, you hear the number like months, but it's like, wow, months. Like that's hard to even fathom, going without power for months and like not being able to get off your mountain for months. Like, what do you do? Like, that's just crazy, So I've been trying to scour the social media and see a lot of updates that I could see. They had the sheriff for that area come on, and he just said, everybody just hold on. He's like, there's not much food. There's not much gas. There's not anything right now. It's coming, and it was coming, but he says right now there's nothing. So band together with your neighbors, come together as a community as you do, and share your resources. And so just hard, just crazy. And so, and I know a lot of areas just flooded, houses gone, cars, just devastation. And it's like, how do you, like Florida, I think flat open. Okay, you have a hurricane come through. Yes, devastation. I get that. I get devastation, horribleness, bulldoze whatever you got to get down, it's flat roads. You can get to it. But mountains, like, you got to like build roads to get to people up in mountains. Like you have to like redo all that. And that's, I don't even know the magnitude of it. I just know it's just catastrophic there. Just catastrophic. It's like you can't even fathom it, because you can't even like see everything. And I'm sure, maybe hopefully by now, the media will have gotten in there and there'll be more reports of things. I'm seeing more like the bigger cities like Boone and Asheville. Asheville's bad, but like Hendersonville and Zirconia and Flat Rock, and those towns are just not, they're just the smaller areas. So they're tucked back up in those mountains there. And so I don't even know. I don't know. It's just like one of those weekends where I just like, I didn't mindlessly, I just kept looking and looking. I like depleted my phone trying to watch news reports of anything I could find this weekend. So it was just a heavy-hearted weekend, thankful to hear from people and know that they are well and doing the best they can, hearing that they're able to, everybody's fine, their houses are, not everybody's house is fine. There's been a couple that I've heard that their houses had trees falling on their cars, like mountain roads just collapsed and just like falling on their cars, and just the worst of the worst. So I don't know. That was just the weekend. It was just a heavy-hearted weekend, just seeing stuff. And I hope, like as I said, as this post, I'm sure it'll have been a week already. I'm sure lots of updates, and thankful. Jaden and I were talking, and we said, not everybody obviously, but we were thinking about our old town and that. And I said, she goes, those mountain people. She goes, they're all like skilled. They're up there with their, they'll be able to hunt. They've got the creek. They've got the the springs coming out of the mountains. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, they won't starve. They won't have any of that. I said, they'll definitely be able to make it. Not everybody, because I know there's a lot of people that, elderly that live in those mountains that, live on oxygen and that need medication and just can't get down, and so it's not all good for everybody. And I get that. I understand there's just going to be a lot of badness. So I don't know. So it's just devastation in that area. So it breaks my heart. It's a beautiful place. I still remember driving into our little town there. Exit 3 was my favorite. We lived on exit 1, but exit 3 was my favorite, pulling in, and those mountains just gorgeous there. And so, I don't even know. It's like you say, yes, you can rebuild and you can do all those things. How do you rebuild mountains? How do you rebuild all of that? So I don't even know, but So that's just, it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart for that area. So we had even our home here, we had things planned. There was going to be a couple trips planned, and they got canceled due to obviously not being able to travel anywhere. So we had plans for the week, and they just have been changed. And so now I'm like, okay, how is your week unfold? I don't know how my week will unfold. But for today, I know, like, when you are faced with enormity of just like stress or craziness, or even like not even in a devastating situation, maybe you're in a devastating situation, but like think, what is my next step? Like, what is my next step? You don't have to think long term. Like, meanwhile, if house is destroyed, all these things, how am I going to get this? How am I going to do that? Just take like one step at a time. Like, what do I do today? Like, what is my goal for today? So that's for me. I have to go, okay, what do I need to do today for my family to be able to get us through our day? So today is going to be cleaning. We have stuff to clean up. We had a good weekend. We had a good weekend of just, we have stuff to be put back away, like from our the hurricane and stuff that we had. We just have to put all our outside stuff back, but I don't know. It's supposed to be like 105 degrees today. It looks like it's gonna be a little rainy, so I'm not sure if we'll even put the stuff back away. We have another hurricane, I think, a disturbance coming back, they said, and so I'm like, maybe I'll just leave all the stuff where it's at and see what the weather's going to be if I even put everything out just yet. So I might wait on the outside stuff, but I know inside we're going to have to eat. We're going to have to clean up and wash dishes. House should be clean, laundry, all those things, and food. We're going to have to eat food. We had a good weekend of food. We just kind of made on the spot food, because again, I wasn't supposed to have people here. I was supposed to have people here. So I'm just like, today I'm like, okay, I need to get together and get things rolling. So when you don't know what to do, what do you got to do for the next few hours? Think just the next 3 hours for you. What do you have to do for your day? For me, I'm going to get out there in my kitchen. I'm going to listen to a sermon to be encouraged, to keep my mind focused on the Lord, and get the house done. So you ready for a good day? Let's go in the kitchen and get stuff cleaned up for our day. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna come out the kitchen here. I'm gonna start putting away dishes. I had to smell them. I forgot Jaden she had a group of friends over this weekend, and she did a little charcuterie board. They made a bunch of pumpkin bread, which was delicious, by the way. And so I was looking at these, I'm like, oh, I forgot she had done that. So you'll have to see. I'm cleaning dishes. Just because those dishes aren't very exciting to see. While I'm cleaning the dishes, I will show you what she made for her little snack board for everybody. It was very cute, and very fun. It's good seeing like your next generation of kids, like my kids become adults, and they do those things where they get to, fellowship with people and have that community. And so this is all the fun, yummy stuff she had for her little charcuterie board. I'll show you here. I'm putting dishes away.
I'm saying hello to YouTube. Do you want to come with me?
Come here. Say hi, YouTube, and then just leave.
Yeah, right. Like, hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
And then joking. Okay, guys, so I have decided to take Mom's camera, and I am having some people over today. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a charcuterie board. Mother has given me all of the cute little glasses and dishes, and she's made the house look absolutely adorable. And she's lighting a candle. That looks dangerous, but it's fine. She says hello in case the mic's not picking it up. But yeah, so I'm gonna make a charcuterie board, and I was like, well, where's your camera, Mom? I might as well just record it, so then y'all can see what I'm doing for my little spread with my friends that I'm doing. And yeah, so there's that. We're gonna make some pumpkin bread today when I have a few friends over. Because Florida is so hot, we really don't have like leaves falling or like the weather nice. It's literally like thunderstorming outside because there's a Category 3 hurricane. So for once, yeah, it's great. So I'm gonna bring the fall inside, and we're doing pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin bread. So that's what I got going on. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, here is the pretty end result. Let me see if I can move the camera. We got our cheese, our meat, our like dessert, and then like hidden back here is pretzels, dips, cheese, not cheese, breads, non-bread, you know, all the things. So, ooh, the lighting is actually kind of fire over here, Autumn. That's pretty much it. Thank you for joining me on my segment of making shark boards. We had a great time. It was lovely seeing you. Feel free to say hi in the comments below. I will definitely be reading all of them. All right, bye y'all.
Okay, dishes weren't too bad. I just put away a few things there and then filled the dishwasher, which is good. Get that rolling. Just a few to wash. Those will sit. I just sprayed some of my cleaner in the sink. Thank you for the suggestion to make your own. Remember I was asking like, how would you get the apple scent? Someone said the apples, slice or apple peels and some cinnamon in there. Cinnamon sticks would help infuse and vinegar. I want to do that after this is done. Maybe some orange peels in there. That might be really good. So, because it'll be moving on to, you know, faller weather. So I'm just gonna wipe everything up. Easy and done day. I had told Greg, I'm like, I need to show people this. Okay, does anybody's kids have Oculus? Jensen has an Oculus. So if your kids play, or your adult kids, I know what they do every age, play Gorilla Tag, right? The Gorilla Tag, like he had the little handle things, but for Gorilla Tag, you need the extenders so that you can reach better. And so we got him those things, and Greg had covered this because they just get so worn out. Well, what we are finding is the top of these things because you're swinging, playing this game. If nobody knows what I'm talking about, then don't even worry about this. But if you have somebody that has an Oculus and that you understand the Gorilla Monkey Tag, I think it's called Gorilla Monkey Tag, whatever it is, Gorilla Tag. And so these things right here break so easily. They broke probably within the first week of using these. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then seeing the reviews on Amazon when we got it, they're like, oh yeah, it just happened. So you have to keep buying these controllers. They're like $20, $25. Still, that's a lot of money when you have to buy them over and over. And so Greg, we have a 3D printer, made these. And I thought this was genius. And so it goes over top, lines up where it is weak, and then you can still put your little Oculus in there and that. So if anybody's kids' things break like mine did, I know they do because I've seen the reviews, send me a message because these little things don't cost a whole lot to make, and we would love to make them and send them to you. I thought that was genius. So I thought, I put that there. I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. So Oculus, Monkey Tag, Gorilla Tag, your things keep breaking. This little piece is all you need. Much cheaper than whole entire handles for Gorilla Tag. So, okay, let's spray things down and get cleaned up. This is Jaden's pumpkin bread. Everybody's been chewing on it. It's really good. Clean up, keep moving. You saw me take that banana. I just have one banana, and I thought I'll just throw the whole thing in the freezer because I have other bananas in the freezer, but I peeled them obviously. But you can just put entire bananas in the freezer, and then when you need to use them, you can kind of peel them like a potato. Looks really good. So I'm just gonna throw that one in here. Okay, sink is clean. I have learned, yes, like you see those videos where they clean, it's all sudsy and just very aesthetic and all those things. I found that, you know what? If I put some, like the dishes sat in the sink for the weekend. They did. They got washed Saturday, they didn't get washed Sunday, and that's okay. More important things, resting. And so if you just put some hot water on it, see if it sits, and mine did not. So then I took a little bit of soap when I was washing dishes, kind of set that on. That still wasn't doing it, so then I took some bleach because I was bleaching out my coffee thing and just kind of sprayed it on there. And then when I was ready to do it, just take a little dish soap and scrub it and clean it up. So that's a good thing. So I've got trayed out my scrub mommy. I know people say you can throw it in the dishwasher. I get that. It just gets worn. Does that make sense? Like it's pretty worn and pretty done. So I will replace it. It seems like every month and a half maybe. I don't feel like it's every month. It's not every month. It's gotta be about every month and a half that I trade that out. So sink is clean. That's good. I got the coffee thing all cleaned as well. I'm just gonna do my stainless steel in here. And then I'm done in the kitchen for cleaning. I'm gonna do quick on the rest of the house, not too much because the kids do the rest of it. So I really don't have to clean the rest of the house, just enough to get the vacuum going. And then go in my bedroom, get that stuff done. Moving, still doing good because we gotta get school in today. So it's a great day, it's a good day. Have a plan, think ahead. I'm like, I started even checking like my stuff online. Then it led to like checking on social media. Then I'm like, okay, wait a minute, stop. Focus on what you're supposed to focus on. Get that done, check that later. I got out there cleaned, got the vacuum rolling. I put this in here this weekend. Oh, can I put this on tight? So this weekend, we had this outside, and that's where we usually do our slushing machine. And so then this weekend, I'm like, why don't I just bring it inside? Because we didn't put any of our tables and everything back outside. And this was just sitting on the ground, like in the corner. And I'm like, let me just bring it inside and do it. So I put it right here. I think before we first got here, we had this, because I brought it from the mountains, and I put it in the kitchen. It was just so hot. So I don't know, will I leave it here? Maybe. This isn't the sturdiest. I'm thinking a different shelf for the kitchen, a little bit longer so that it fits my appliance a little bit better, and then this could be back to the sturdy thing that it used to be on. So basically just gonna put this in here, clean it out. I put a little bit of sanitizer in there so it cleans. I came in my bathroom, right? Cleaned the toilet already. Shower's already cleaned. Love the little scrubber in there. Definitely not as convenient as the handle one. So if you get a little handheld scrubber thing, get the long stick, even though it's bigger, that little hand one. It's like I push it and hold it out a few times. Sometimes I even open it, just pour the soap out. But you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I bought them. So I'm just gonna wipe this real quick. That's it. And then go out here and get the vacuum rolling so this room can get done, then we can steam mop it later. Okay, good enough in here. I'll get the vacuum and I can kind of pick up the hairs and stuff because we had another haircut today. So I'm gonna go in here and just take my bedding up so I can wash it. Okay, so that is it for cleaning. I got most everything I wanted to get done for the day. It's picked up, which is good. And so then I can focus on school. So now my other focus is food because we have to eat and it's after the weekend. So I don't really have a lot of leftovers on the weekend because there's a few things in there, but not a ton because I've been making less and less for the weekends because we just sometimes are out. Some kids are not here. So not everybody's here to eat. And again, this week kind of got a little different because I didn't know how things were gonna go. So anyways, I gotta make food. We're gonna have to eat. And then I also filmed this weekend during the hurricane. That was something I did, was really focused on putting my packages together. So let me show you the clips there. I got a big empty spot right here because I got something coming and not Maxine. We got this coming.
The more handy you're gonna become.
Okay, babe. What? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Here it is.
Here it is. Ta-ta-ta!
Home.
Bring her in.
Oh, so nice to have it out there.
Right there should work.
I worry about being out there running in the heat.
So it'll be nice having it up here.
Yeah, because the vinyl, you know, kind of heats up and stretches and stuff like that. So it'll be really good to have it up here where it's nice and cool.
Make its new little home.
It would probably be better on that side.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. gonna let the sun shine in today, and I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken, and take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
So I got most of those done. So I have 2 huge boxes to take to the post office today. So thank you so much for letting me put those together and get those to you. I'm very thankful. I think everybody got a shark tooth. Yeah, everybody got a shark tooth. So you look in there, you get your official shark tooth from the Gulf of Mexico. So I've got that. That's I got to take those in a little bit here when I drop off Brooklyn to work. And so I'm gonna start on something and get this thrown together real quick. Not throw it together. Let's put some food together. Bagels. My kids love bagels. They love them. The last time I made them with bread flour. Night and day difference. Night and day difference. You can make them with the other flour. They do turn out. But now that I use the bread flour, yeah, like night and day. They are fluffy and full. And I'm like, why would you? I mean, I get it. It costs more. I get it. I got mine from Sam's Club and I was able to get it cheaper. If you cannot and you got to buy the smaller bags, I get it. Just use your regular flour. It's fine. It is fine. I've been doing it for, you guys watch me, for months. But the bread flour, it's like perfection. They are nice and fluffy and just perfect. So I made, the last time I made a new recipe. I did not follow my original one, and so it was good. Oh, that was great, but the kids are like, well, I really like the taste of the other one, so I'm going back old school. They like that one better, and this one's simple. It's just flour, water. I'm thinking flour, water, yeast, and salt and sugar. That's it. Very simple. I'm gonna put it in the bread machine, get that mixing up, and then when the first batch is done, put it in a bowl and mix up another one, so I don't have to mix it by hand. Do it by hand if you want. I'm just not going to. So delicious. Let's mix up some bagel dough. Okay, so bagels, I've got my second batch in. I've got my first one done until I forgot to hit record. There's one, I've got another one in. I'm gonna run to Brooklyn to work, I'll be back, and then I got a plan for a dinner. I'm back, so I got to go and drop off another round of packages. So I got to talk to the lady, so a lot more will be on their way. So I'm gonna get my bagels going here. So I've got 2 batches. I'm gonna roll them out and make them into bagels. So I can put them on paper or on a cookie sheet with parchment paper. Delicious. They can almost rise up not very long and get them boiling. We'll have these for earlier this morning. Remember, when you think you need dead flour, don't. Just let the dough be kind of like the way it is, and then when you roll it, it'll roll a whole lot easier when you cover it. Let's roll them out. I have to tell you, this dough is amazing. It is amazing. Having that bread flour, yeah, game changer. I know I've said it before. I say it again, and I'm one that like, be frugal. I feel like if you don't really need it, do you really need it? You don't, but it definitely just makes a way better dough. It's just perfect. Like the dough is perfect. There is no like when you make them yourself without it, it's like the dough just doesn't rise up that much, and it's kind of like, it's okay. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes good, but these like the dough is it's just perfect. It's perfect. I can't wait to make more things with the bread flour. I feel like in the mountains I made, because I bought it in the mountains. So I was making pizza crust, and I don't necessarily think I was making bread with it. I might have. I'd have to look back, but I probably won't. And I feel like making bread with it would be really good, just because it'd make like the perfect dough. So perfect. Okay, let's keep getting all these out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I've got a pot of water boiling, put a little bit of sugar in there. I did honey last time. I think we like the sugar better. So basically you're just gonna dip them in there for like, I wanna dip them, put them in there for like a minute on each side, flip them over, put them back on the cookie sheet. I have my egg white with water that I saved from the last time. It was just a few days ago. I'll brush that on, sprinkle the everything bagel topping on some of them, put them in the oven, bake them at like 400 for about 20 minutes. It's delicious. Okay, I had to come outside. I forgot about the pool. I have to add some. We let our pool go during the hurricane. That was something else we didn't do. We didn't even turn it on, and then didn't turn it on this weekend, so that was a mistake. So it's turning green. We haven't had a big green in a long time, so I gotta get some shock in there. And so it can circulate, do its thing, and then we'll be good to go, because it's like 105 today. I came outside, I'm like, oh my goodness, it is so toasty. So I'm gonna pour some in, get that in, and I'll go and do the bagels. All right, let the waters churn away. So just needs to get in there and start eating that algae. I put 2 bags in. I guess I'll see. It's got to circulate. We'll let it circulate for a little bit and then check it and then see how much more to add. Greg will come home and broom it, and we'll get the vacuum rolling. I got to plug the vacuums in because nothing is plugged in right now. So we're still like in the waiting mode of putting things away. I'm like, I don't want to put anything away because I feel like it's still gonna be bad. But I'm debating put things out because I'm like, they still haven't said if it's not coming, but the chances are going down. So I'm thinking it's at 40%. So maybe I'll move just that stuff over so we can have stuff plugged in with the vacuum in. So this is good. Okay, let's go in. The bagels are probably more than likely ready. Are you coming, Maxine? She was out here. She was bolted out here. Some squirrels were real low hanging on the branches over there. So she was barking. I had to wash her rug here. Yes. Okay, let's go inside and do the bagels. Oh, and Carlos had to be, he didn't make it through the hurricane. The head, I don't know what happened. The head just looked like it was dying the day of. And so I was like, as we're picking everything up, I'm like, I feel like we should just pop him. So we did. So no more Carlos. Okay, let's do our bagels here. See the difference with bread dough, it holds its shape a whole lot better. It's doing good. These are gonna be so delicious. The kids will be loving these. Okay, you know what I'm thinking? I'm excited to try donuts with the bread flour because the last ones I made were really good with the deep fryer, but because we have the deep fryer to do them, but I feel like the dough would hold up really well. So I'm excited to try donuts again eventually. We gotta wait till it cools off outside. It'll be like a fall thing. So I'm like thinking, I can't wait to just try more different breads. It's amazing having the flour, how much that makes everything better. It's all good. I'll have to put some stuff on there. So it's good. I'm trying to get this stuff done so that I can focus on school and stuff for the kids, and then I will work on dinner and that. So I'll be doing, and I gotta do some other veggie prep like I got out. Remember I bought peppers and onions from Sam's Club last week? You saw, yeah, you did see them last week. And so I was gonna cut them up, I just didn't get too well. Like one was, I went in the fridge and there was like liquid. I'm like, what is that gross liquid? It was completely rotted. This one I could cut off and save about that much, and this part I had to save. So I've got to do something with those today. So I'm going to get out my food processor. I'm going to do school first. I'll get out my food processor. Let's work and talk. I will get out my food processor and do, and do the onions and peppers, and then do some garlic in there too, and cut up some celery as well and freeze it, because I've got a, that's just going to go bad. So I'm like, that's no good, and then I'll do dinner. I'm thinking to easy dinner, which is a good thing. I would do some gathering fragments in the refrigerator and something simple everybody likes. So we'll do that this afternoon. After I do school, I'll get this done here and then get in the oven and then focus on getting the kids' school stuff done, and then they'll give me a couple hours to get that, and then I'll be able to come back and do more food with you. This was just one egg white and some water. It's like a whole jar still. There's a lot in here, so I didn't want to waste it because eggs are expensive. But I feel like this was able to stretch pretty far. I'll probably do more over here. And then, as you know, only some kids like this, so I'll probably just put some on here. I just went upstairs and saw, you guys know how my little, remember we got those succulents? Mine is doing very well right here. This one was up in the window. Like it wasn't even, it got knocked over by the shade, so it kind of fell down. I'm like, we need to get some water to this poor thing. So I'm gonna put some water in here, re-push this down and put it down here, because I have one in the window that did not do very well. It died like right away. This is just like dry. I'm doing a lot more water because this is like bone dry. It's like crispy dry. Dirt in there. Look at those poor little plants. They're probably like dying without water. Some of the dirt fell out. Let's see. Let me go get my one over here that's already dead. This one died a little bit. There's a tiny, okay, battery's dead. So this one right here has just got a tiny little thing in it. I don't even know if it'll grow. So I'm gonna put this dirt in here, do it in the sink here. Because that dirt's much more moist. The one upstairs is just really dry here. But these ones upstairs grew so good. The tall ones, amazing. So I feel like I'm just gonna put that down here. I should put them in the pink one, but that's okay. Okay, so that's, I feel like that's gonna come back. I feel like it's gonna come back. You know, I'm so gifted with this plant thing. No, these were doing good. This was Jensen's. I think he forgot about it. I know he forgot about it because it was sitting in the window over. So, okay, this, we're gonna see how this one keeps growing. I think it will. I'm gonna take this one out of my little coconut here and put it inside here. So I'm gonna put those just right here, just for now. They were doing good in the window, but I'll let them sit here for a little bit just to make sure they kind of, you know, pick up. Like this one is doing good. It's doing pretty good from here. I'll add some more water. I feel like they're so dry. I know they're supposed to be dry. I don't water it that often, I promise. So we'll let those do its thing. Okay, that's what I wanted to get done. As I saw it upstairs, I'm like, I think you need some help, but not bad. We only lost one, but it was not growing good when we had it in the first place when it came out. So pool is looking, I'm seeing it churning. It is just bubbling up with algicide. It's capturing all that green, so that's a good thing. Okay, waiting on bagels. We're gonna get school done. Okay, moving right along. It's been a very busy afternoon, so I've been trying to, we have cell phone service, and so I've been trying to watch the news reports and stuff in Western North Carolina, and like a lot of people can't get online, so I'm copying like what they're, like what the county guy is saying, what the sheriff is saying, and pasting it so that they can see it on their phones, because sometimes they get text messages but they can't get all of that. So I was very happy to hear that my one friend that couldn't get off the mountain because her road was all gone, she did find a way off. They had to go over a few mountains, but they did get down, so that's good. So now they're on the hunt for gas. They had to leave and go to South Carolina, and the wait is really long, but they were able to get, or they are, they're doing it right now, get some gas. So I think the wait is just hours. So it's just crazy, but they do have some food places set up, and they are giving some food and water if you can get out and get to the places. So that's a good thing. So hopefully everybody will be good. The ones I'm talking to, they're able to get some stuff, so that's a good positive thing. So I'm just trying to pass it along. So I was kind of doing that. We did our school, wait, hold on. So I was busy doing that this afternoon, and we got our school stuff done. So we should have, we were gonna have to plan and double up this week because we weren't sure how it was gonna go, but I think we'll be able to do it regularly every day. So that's good. So now I need to start on my food that I'm gonna do for the afternoon. So this is all the bagels. Amazing, awesome. These are really good. So what I'm gonna do now is focus on getting and chopping up my onions, my peppers, celery, and garlic. So I'm thinking I was gonna do like a mixture and do them all together, but I think that like I did my little jars, that's what I was doing before, and remember I just threw them in the microwave to thaw them. But I'm wondering, I'm just debating if I put them like in a bag maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna do my food processor. If I do my regular food processor, they're gonna make it pureed, so they're gonna, the wetness part of it's gonna make them stick together like clumps, and that would be better like in the little jars. But I'm gonna see if the new one, remember the new one I was using, can chop it up more into chunks and see if that wouldn't stick together. We're gonna see. I don't know. And then I'll put it maybe in individual bags. I'm just not like a big chunk of it, and I can just kind of squeeze it as I need it to be able to get them out. I'm just debating how to do all this. So onions, peppers. I'm gonna get my garlic out, we got some celery, and then I can just keep that in the freezer for whenever we wanna have that for adding it to vegetables. And then we're gonna do sloppy joes tonight, and that'll be easy. I've already got my meat thawed, and I'm gonna make some mac and cheese. I'm gonna throw some hot dogs in there because I gotta use those up too. So let's peel all the onions so we can, not puree, we're gonna try to dice them up. Okay, I cut all those onions, I'm gonna put them in here and see what they do, because it's like, it dices them. It's just gonna dice them small and just put them onto the cookie sheet, see what I'm gonna do. And then in the refrigerator, you guys mentioned taking the potatoes and the onions and not putting them together. I finally did that. They were okay for a little bit, so I separated them into containers. I just did what I had to do because there was so much food and to be able to fit it in there, but I got it good now. So let's put this through the food processor here and do all these onions. Okay, we have a humongous bowl of onions. That's awesome. I like the way that they have these nice and like diced. I think that's going to be really good to freeze. So now I'm going to do, because the other way it purees them, it just makes them putrefied, which is okay, but the diced is good. So now I'm going to do onions in here, or green peppers. It will definitely mix a little with the onions because there's onions in here, but that's okay. I don't mind that for this. Okay, so I got peppers done, and now I got onions. The other thing that I never have is celery, because that's something we run out of. They haven't had a whole lot at the store all this time, and then I would really like to get some dried stuff, but they just don't have it. So I'm gonna put celery in here and do that one next. Okay, I had to go in the garage and help the boys with a few things. So what I'm gonna do now is garlic. I bought this a long time ago and I just ground it up in my food processor and put it in blobs on a cookie sheet and froze it. That worked good just to grab it out. Last time I put oil with it. Do you need to? I'm gonna try not to this time. Do you really need to? I don't know. I feel like I can't really find anything in Google that says you have to, so I think I'm just gonna grind it up. And then we'll put it on, I'll probably freeze on a cookie sheet. Probably best to do that. And then we will have little blobs of garlic. These I know are expensive at Aldi. Okay, so I'm debating how to freeze these. I have done them where I put them in little containers and then froze them, the little glass jars, and froze them. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna try to put it in little, I'll just try it. These bags right here, individually, and then try to do them a little bit flatter, and then they can freeze, and that way when I wanna grab them, they should be able to break apart a little bit. I've seen that for garlic where you can kind of measure it out. So I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. Okay, so I've got all those separated. So I'm gonna see how these do. Are they gonna freeze into one big giant blob? Very well can, because there is a little bit of liquid in there. I'm hopeful now. I'm gonna try to put them as flat as I can. Stick them in this freezer. I think I got a little bit more room to freeze for the first part. And then these, I think you kind of like separate. You're supposed to do that beforehand, but I'm hoping that I can just kind of break it up. I don't even know. It's probably best to do right. Let me like push down is what I'm thinking. I think I've seen where you do like little lines. Okay. So that's what you do, yeah. So I'll do that. You can't see, basically like this. And then it'll freeze and I can probably break those off, hopefully. This gives you a good time to clean your freezer too. Okay, I'm back. I was out. We are reorganizing the garage a little bit because the refrigerator is out of there. So we didn't get to do it this weekend. So I had the boys, I enlisted the boys to help. So we just did a little bit of it today. I was just trying to help them a little bit and guide them on where to put things. So I'm like, okay, way too hot out there. So I'm like, let me come in and finish up dinner here. So what I'm gonna do here in this pot, this is like, I'm gonna make sloppy joe. This is, I took onion, like the bowl that I had cut the onions up, put some water in here so I can get the remains. Same thing with the garlic and a little bit of celery in here. So measure it out according to the recipe, but this is going to be just the gathering the fragments. But this is good. We really like this. This is already cooked hamburger with ground turkey, and it's already cooked, which is awesome. And so that makes the days like today really easy. My day is almost coming to a close here for today. It's about 4 after 4. Dinner is getting done. I'm like, hurry, cook. I got the sloppy joe mix, good. We've got those really good buns. So they're like everything top buns or something. We got them at the bread store, so good. So we'll have those tonight. I've got them, I'm gonna do mac and cheese. I found, I've got corkscrew noodle, or like a Celentani noodles. I was gonna put hot dogs in it, but I had to request someone said, don't put hot dogs in it. So I'm like, ugh. So I'm gonna save the hot dogs for another day and we can have hot dogs tomorrow. they'll be all good. So I'm like, that'll work. So I'm just gonna make a very small pot of mac and cheese. I've got, Jaden had her little charcuterie board. Can I sit you here? It's the windows open. I just don't want to shut it yet. Her charcuterie board, and so she had a lot of extra cheeses right here. So I'm thinking I would grab out the ones that would do good for mac and cheese. I might just use that instead of shredded, and I've got some creamy nacho, like cheddar cheese I'll put in there, and then Jensen, I have some diet cheese. I'll just put in a separate bowl for him. And that's it. I had plans to like cut up salad and have lettuce and have cucumbers. I just did not get there today, and you know what? Tomorrow's a new day and I can do it tomorrow. So you just gotta do what you can do. But I got, the house is done. I got all those the onions, peppers, and garlic and celery chopped up. And I got all my packages that I had out. So that was big. That was a big job. I just forgot, like I did that to him. Like that was a big job. And then all the laundry is done, and went in the garage and cleaned up about half of the garage. So yeah, it was a successful day in the pool. And I got shock in the pool. It's looking great. It's back to normal color. It's got, Greg will have to come clean the filter, run the vacuums, all that. I was supposed to plug everything in, but that did not happen. I'll just have to wait. We got some things done, so it's a good thing. And school, got school with the kids done, so feeling really good. Kind of know my plans for the rest of the week, and so it's gonna be a good thing. So let's finish up this mac and cheese. Then I can be down. Let me get my strainer. Let's make the quickest mac and cheese ever. All right, just test it. As long as it tastes good, it's good. So it's got some bigger chunks of cheese. Those will melt. I'm putting the lid on it, calling it finished. I'm like, calling it finished, calling it done for the day. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. And if not, that's okay, because tomorrow, you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. Maybe your day fell apart. Maybe you just feel overwhelmed. Maybe you're, I don't know where your situation is right now, but maybe it's just not very good. Guess what? Tomorrow's a new day, and I'll be here. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. All right, we'll see ya. Okay, bye.